I really believe in giving the power to kids, especially in teaching math. Our class mission statement starts with, we are leaders who learn from each other. And I think when you're working with kids who are so eager to learn, they learn so well from each other, and listening to each other explain things and hearing different strategies, and they think, oh yeah, I think I can do that now. We do a daily number sense routine that is completely student-led, and during that number routine each day, the kids make the numbers with using expanded form. They make the number with base 10. They also use dollar bills in different amounts and coins to make the number of the day. So they have a lot of different ways to represent numbers, and some of them are really strong in one area, not so strong in the other area, which gives them a lot of different strategies when it comes to being able to add and subtract within 100. Daily we do those routines, so making numbers using base 10 or expanded form is nothing new to them, but there are a few kids who are still really struggling with that concept. And so I scaffold the lesson so that before they are working on the adding and subtracting of the numbers, that they're just working on building the numbers using base 10 blocks, where other kids are able to use expanded form or draw base 10 blocks without hesitation. So the lesson that I was teaching today is lesson 6.7, and the core ideas that they need to understand are place value, whole numbers, representing those whole numbers as tens and ones, and also it gets into exchanging tens and ones. The main thing that I wanted the students to be able to do when going through this lesson is to find a strategy to represent a number, whether it be expanded form or base 10, and be able to use that strategy to either add or subtract the numbers with ease. So what we're doing in most of the lessons is building the numbers with base 10 blocks, or drawing the numbers with base 10 blocks, and then they're using those to either count them together or take some away. So while I'm teaching my small groups, I have math rotations going in the classroom. They vary from day to day. Today they were doing Tens Go Fish with their math group, which are kids who are paired together at the same ability level. They were doing Freckle on the computer, on the Chromebook. They can also do Freckle on the iPad. Today they were working with me in a small group for the core lesson, and they also have a math goal practice group. And in the math goal practice group, each of the groups of kids are working towards a different goal. And they have their group that are all working towards the same goal. So they have a goal practice sheet with the learning target and the success criteria for them on it. And they go through that routine, and they make sure that they don't erase anything, that they can turn it in at the end of the math period. So I have that that collection data information, and I can use that to kind of scaffold my teaching for the next day if I see a group is getting it or they're all seeming to get it, and which kind of strategies they're kind of leaning towards. It kind of helps me decide what I need to do for them to help them meet their math goal. And each of them help me set their math goal, and they're pretty proud when they can say, yes, I can do this. And they go through and they do several problems using the success criteria as a guide, and they say, look, I can do this, I've met this goal, I'm ready to have a new goal. It's so powerful to hear them, talk with each other and say, I agree with you because, or I disagree with you because. And we talk about that being a leadership skill and a life skill, that it's okay to disagree, it's okay to be wrong, it's okay to make that mistake. We're here to learn from each other, and I think giving the students the power to lead the daily math number sense routine has really helped them become better leaders, become more vocal and in charge of their learning, but also look to each other for help as a strength, and not as looking as it as it's their weakness. They know that asking a friend for help is one strategy that they can use to be successful. Giving kids power over their instruction and how they solve problems is really key in developing a strong math classroom.